Welcome to the Neijiaquan podcast. My name is Isaac. This is a special episode where Jess and I discuss the etheric field or the aura of the body, and we talk about ways to apply it in martial arts and Qigong, and then we do a short little practice session at the end on how to begin to feel it. From now on, the Neijiaquan stuff's going to just be put on the Patreon for the subscribers, so hope you enjoy it. Thanks for listening, and take care.
Our next topic is the etheric body. It says here in the Power of Internal Martial Arts, it describes as the chi body, the bioelectric field that extends anywhere from a few inches to a few hundred feet from a person's body, commonly called the aura in the West.
Right.
So it's a whole type of training, basically.
Yeah, this is that layer of energy sort of just outside the physical body. Normally it's a few feet on most people. When they're just, not doing anything. After you can feel the energy moving inside your body, you start to feel how it extends just past your body. And so there are practices where you use this etheric field or aura to move energy along the different lines, or to open up different things inside your body, or to manipulate someone else's energy lines. So it's a way of kind of accessing stuff inside the body from a layer outside the body. So each layer that you have going inward from your skin to your bone, or from your skin to your bone marrow, has a corresponding layer going out from your skin to the ends of the universe, right? So this first layer that you go in, you'd be feeling the skin, between the skin and the fascia, somewhere in that area.
If you were to go inward.
Mm-hmm. And then the outward one would be somewhere between, like a couple inches to a foot.
Or even like less than an inch for people who are feeling...
Yeah, I mean, it depends on your, how much your field goes out, which tends to fluctuate. So, that changes. But the etheric field is dealing with the part that's outside of your body. So when you wave your arm up and down, or you wave your hand up and down your arm, you can sort of feel a little bit of like heat or warmth or connection or magnetism between your hand and your arm. That's the etheric field. And so, for example, in Bagua the wind palm change, the energy of wind is about activating this field, about both in terms of opening up your own, but then also beginning to feel other people's, right? Same as in Xingyi, when you get to that level of mysterious power, that's the same sort of thing where you're kind of feeling them before they touch you or you touch them, and there's this like connection that happens even before you make contact.
You're somehow affecting somebody without actually hitting them, so it's not like you're throwing them back or whatever, but you're connecting with somebody before you're actually making physical contact from some distance. Maybe even a very short distance.
Right. There are schools where they do a thing called empty force, which is real popular more among I Ching people generally. But that's where you're, as the receiving person, when you feel the energy hit your etheric body, you're essentially letting it move your physical body.
Like encouraging it to move your physical body.
So the reaction that you're seeing is much more about the sensitivity of the person being pushed than it is about the mysterious power of the person doing the pushing, right? So you can make an argument either way about whether or not that's quote unquote real, but it is a thing.
Sure.
This isn't that. This is about just feeling when somebody's hand gets close enough to you, especially if they're trying to hit you in the stomach. Your body will move just a little bit before they actually touch you.
Unconsciously, you'll feel it
coming. And one of my first experiences doing standing qigong was, I had my eyes closed, and Bruce was coming around correcting people, and he took his hand and he kind of went towards my belly, and I almost fell backwards because I just felt something coming into my belly, and it was a little bit sort of shocking, but it was just, I just felt his energy but a little bit before he touched me.
Right.
That was the first time I had sort of really experienced it in a way I could name it. Before that it was just getting creeped out when someone got too close.
Sure.
Right? Because that's how most people most of the time experience this is discomfort or comfort, but usually discomfort. When someone gets too close and they're quote unquote in your space, what they are is that they are in your etheric field and it's not pleasant.
Right.
When someone's in your etheric field and it's pleasant, you don't notice it because
you don't think about it.
It's just kind of, and that's like, for example, the thing that Tai Chi does is it lets the other person's etheric, like it melds with the other person's etheric field, so they never feel threatened by it.
You're just moving along with their movements, kind of.
Shingy penetrates it, right? So it makes the person freak out. That's how you get them to kind of be shocked by what you're doing. Is you
push back into their energy.
You make their body respond to what you're doing before before they consciously know that they're freaked out. Their body's already clenching up.
Right. There's something coming to like I felt it before too, like you're saying, where when we were doing third palm change for the first time and trying to really not make contact and chop the other person, but to move around their body, not just their vision, but to try and cross their sensitivity and you feel into their space, kind of.
Yeah.
That's that. It's weird, and it is pretty energetic and out there, but it's kind of raw too. It's like you're saying, it's like animal intuition. If from doing a lot of martial arts, I think a lot of people could testify. You feel it when someone walks up behind you a lot of the time. Or when someone's looking at you or whatever, there's a sixth sense that develops, and to me that must connect to that energetic field that we're all sort of a part of on some way out there level.
Hey folks, Isaac here again. If you want to hear the rest of this or any of our other exclusive content, check out the Patreon. We have exclusive interviews, we have lessons, we have some other talks we've done that didn't make it onto the regular podcast feed, so check it out. Thanks for listening and take care.